Hey, Taurus, Mel, Intuitive Coach here, excited to bring in your quarter one reading for January, February, and March 2025. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Taurus, what is in store for you? Quarter one, bottom of the deck, you have this yin energy. This is the feminine principle of receptivity. So there is something coming your way. This could be an offer. This may be an opportunity, but you have to be open to it and say yes to it as well. So you may not see this coming, or it could be what you are bringing into your world, but I feel like you will be receiving some sort of information, knowledge, or advice that is going to lead you towards a new path. There could even be some messages coming in here for you. Yeah, look at that. We have new life right underneath it. So whatever it is that you are cooking up in the first quarter of 2025, it is leading towards a new path here. Now, January, you know what they say about the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. January is your wake-up call. This is the month for you to say, do I want to keep moving forward doing what I'm doing, or do I want to shake things up a bit? Because your key theme is the never-ending story. So whatever it is that you've been doing over and over again, I feel like you're making a new choice. You're breaking out of some sort of inherited pattern or cycle that you've been going in for quite some time. Let's see what's coming in here for you. We have 9 of Swords. We see some anxiety coming in here. Sleeplessness, nightmares. It feels like it's a nightmare to keep doing the same thing over and over. That's why you have the strength showing up, and you're going to need these strengths moving forward. I feel like there is a strong emphasis here on focusing on your strengths, not your weaknesses, right? Focusing on the strengths, because you have a new path that is opening up. There's a renewed sense of bravery. Look at, you have the second 9 coming in here. Now we are also sitting in a 9 year. 2025 breaks down to 9. This is a year of accomplishments. It's a year of completions. So the fact that you go from the 9 of Swords, some anxiety because something has been repetitive, you've been going round and round in, you have this renewed sense of bravery with the 9 of Wands. You're telling yourself that you're a warrior, that you will overcome any of the obstacles that have shown up for you. You will persevere. You will set boundaries. You will reignite that determination within. And I feel if there's been some external hurdles here, it's like you're getting organized. You're getting into the right headspace, and you're taking those strengths with you. That's what I see with the Strength card. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, you're charging through with victory. I mean, if you look at this 9 of Wands, he is ready to go into battle, right? He has all of his armor on him, but right above him flies this beautiful hawk. So you are protected as you forge forward on this new journey. The unknown is where all outcomes are possible. And I feel like you are asked to embrace this new mindset, to step outside of a comfort zone here and move forward. 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords here is the sheep that is coming out of the storm, heading towards more peace, more calm, more hope. He's also knitting a blanket. Blankets represent warmth and protection. I feel like you are protected here as you move forward, and I keep getting that message of protection. So if you feel like there is scarcity, or if you feel like you're not sure because it's the unknown, you are protected. And I feel like there's an outcome that actually puts you in a more favorable position than anything that you leave behind. You have the Hierophant. You are committing to a new path or a new belief system. That's what I see here for you. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So whatever never-ending story that you were in, it was partially due to your beliefs. It was partially due to some inherited patterns that you picked up on a long time ago. Maybe some of you, this had to do with family dynamics. Maybe some of you were brought up in dysfunction and you've carried that into your life in some way. For others of you, this is early on in your adulthood, maybe societal standards of what success looks like or what beauty looks like. I feel like some of you also have lost a lot of sleep. Like sleep has been interrupted. Some of you have a difficult time falling asleep, staying asleep. Pay attention to your dreams as well, because I feel like your dreams are unlocking an aspect of your subconscious mind. Your dreams are trying to get your attention, not just the dreams that you have during your sleep state, but your daydreams as well. So charging ahead with victory, but at the same time, you are protected. Spirit is saying, be kind to yourself. Show yourself love and compassion this month. Even if you tend to fall back into an old pattern, you have the ability to start fresh again, the next day. And I do see here that you will stick to some sort of choice that you make. You will stick to something. It will finally stick instead of doing the same thing over and over. All right, in the month here of February, you have here and now. This is where it's at. You see the egg has a door. There is a new opportunity that is showing up here for you in the month of February. But in order to walk through this portal or this new timeline, you have to be present. Because when we're focused on the past, it brings in depression. When we are focused on the future, too far into the future, it can bring in anxiety. The power of now is significant. Some of you may even be reading that book by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. That could be something you're rereading, or you're really focused on staying in the present. Because remember that opportunity that I said was lining up for you, or even a blessing? This is the month I feel it shows up for you. February is when it shows up, because there's a flag. And it says here on the flag, you are here. And it's a red flag as well. Red is the color of the root chakra. Red has to do with your stability, your foundation. So you have arrived. There is something here. Yeah, you have the moon in reverse. I told you that subconscious was trying to get your attention, was alluding you to something. You also are getting the truth. It feels like the truth is showing up here, or something that was hidden from view is finally exposed. Yeah, something that was hidden from view. You have the Judgment card. Oh, I love your outcome. So we have some things going on for you in the month of February. First of all, you have the moon in reverse. This tells me that it's so very important to trust your intuition as this truth is exposed within you. You will overcome fear, false evidence appearing real. This is the time that you lean on those strengths, not fall back into the shadows, because there could be some illusions as we enter Pisces season. Now, the moon is Pisces. February, we are in Pisces season. So I feel like there are going to be some things that kind of take you for a little bit of a loop if you focus so much on the past or the future. That's why it's important to stay present. You have here the Six of Pentacles. You have the Six of Pentacles showing up. Something that was one-sided is getting addressed. This could be a boundary of yours. You may be establishing healthy boundaries. This could be about overgiving, codependency, because when the Six of Pentacles shows up in reverse, it means that you've been giving so much towards something, but it feels like there haven't been a lot of results. To me, this says, if this is a personal goal, such as healthier eating or maybe weight loss or just feeling more vitality, Spirit is saying don't give up, because results are showing up here. They will show up for you. Even if it feels difficult, if this is a singular or a personal goal of yourself, don't give up, because it will catch up with you. You will start to see the fruits of your labor paying off. Now, for those of you that were in an unfair situation where perhaps there was secrecy, or perhaps there were false illusions, or someone was filling you up with some sort of empty promises, I feel like there will be a new opportunity coming in to restore balance, but you have to keep a healthy boundary for yourself and not fall into some sort of trap, okay? Not fall into some sort of trap, whatever that trap may be. What is the trap? The Judgment and the Five of Cups. This is the trap. You see it represented here by the mock turtle. The Five of Cups is about disappointment. It can be about depression. We talked about that. We said if we go too far into the past with the arrow here, that is causing depression. So try not to fall back into a past pattern that keeps cycling around again. When the Five of Cups shows up, this is about past pain receding, hope emerging for you. You have the opportunity to have a second chance. That's why the Judgment is coming in here for you. But it means that we have to let things go, release the fear, the false evidence appearing real, and to release any judgments that you have on yourself or on an experience or a situation, because the Judgment is a spiritual rebirth. This is about self-awareness, Taurus. You have a second chance here where you don't have to go back. And I don't feel like you want to either, right? You don't want to go back, and you don't want to feel pressurized like you've been in a pressure cooker. The Seven of Wands is the card of non-conforming, living life on your own terms, protecting your integrity, protecting your sense of boundaries as well, and standing up for your beliefs, because you felt closed off. You felt maybe even attacked. You may have felt on guard, or it just feels like whenever you let your guard down, you get attacked in some way. Because you can see that Alice, this is Alice's defense. And even though she's bigger, right? Even though she may have, the upper hand by being a little bit larger, it still feels like an attack when these playing cards are coming at her with all of the wands, right? And I feel like no matter what is happening, it's showing up as not insignificant, but at the same time, it feels like what may feel insignificant to others is actually big for you, and vice versa. So I feel like it's so important not to let others judge your experience, or to not judge others. That's why we have the Judgment, because we don't know someone else's story, just like they don't know yours, unless we walk in their shoes. And you see the shoes being highlighted. So it tells me that there's something around your stability. Again, that root chakra, your stability is changing, but I see that whatever new portal that you are stepping into, whatever opportunity or blessing that is lining up for you, is strengthening your stability and your independence. Queen of Pentacles is your outcome for the month. Queen of Pentacles is someone who has worked very hard for their wealth, for their freedom, for their life. You may be someone who is very business savvy, very stable, very secure, very resourceful, but even at times you may get flustered. You may fall back into old habits, but because I see the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're standing up for yourself and what you've created, and you're taking a stance is what I'm getting here. It's like Alice is coming in saying, wait a second, here's my strength. My strength is that You know, I could crush any one of you with one step of my foot. Now, is that what you're going to do? No. But you also know that you have the upper hand in a situation here. You really do. And that's why focusing on your strengths is going to be so very important for you going into 2025. Now let's take a look at March. Here is the change in the wind. February is bringing in some new opportunities in the energetic realm. Now, physically, you are seeing these changes happening in your world. So for some of you, there is an actual move. There could be a relocation, or this is a complete perspective shift. It's card 12, which is the Hanged Man in tarot. There is a change for the better coming in, but let's clarify. March 2025. What is happening for Taurus? There's the Justice in the upright. We have the Justice. There's the karmic balance. There's the retribution. There is the accountability. So if you've been dealing with a settlement, a court case, or ethics that have been tampered with, okay, someone may have tampered with some sort of either evidence, or there may have been unethical practice done to you in some way. I feel like there will be some retribution. Yeah, there will be retribution here in some way. You have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Some of you are dealing with a boss or an ex-spouse who may now be, you know, in a new relationship with the Queen of Cups, or this could be a boss who has hired someone else in your place. It feels like the King of Pentacles is in reverse, where you are representing the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So yeah, you have the upper hand, and there is going to be some sort of retribution. Spirit, what else do we have if this is not a court case for Taurus, or if this is not an unlawful energy? What do we have here? The Death and the Three of Pentacles. There is an ending coming in. There's an ending to an old cycle. It feels like this has been going round and round for some of you, and this is a big, big change, okay? I'm talking life change. Not only do you have the change in the wind, something that perhaps was on hold, okay, or you were stuck in some sort of a cycle, the Death card comes in and says, all right, this is where that serenity prayer comes in. This is out of your control. It feels like there's liberation here. This is Scorpio's energy of transformation. Don't be resistant to change, because what's backing it up is Dorothy's rescue, the Three of Pentacles. Some sort of teamwork making that dream work. This is about help. Accountability is showing up here, where people are showing up when they say they're going to. So this is people who are on your team, people who are helping you out in some way. I feel like you're also calling in new soul tribe. This is people who do support you. And it's not that you need rescuing, but it sure is nice to have people in your corner. And for whatever reason here, somebody backed you into a corner and you felt like the pressure was on. You felt like you were full of anxiety, or you had to defend your position in some way. Let's take a look here. Spirit, please tell me about the Death. Why is the Death showing up here in March? Now, just a reminder, March is the true beginning of the astrological new year. So it is like the second new year. Let's see what's coming in here. We have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. There is the new beginning. This is an emotional experience that you've gone through, but the drink me vial could also mean that you are embarking upon a new path yourself. Remember what I said about the Queen of Cups here? Now, if the Queen of Cups is not attached to this King of Pentacles in reverse, this certainly could be you. Choosing love, choosing to move forward in matters of the heart, because you've been broken before, is what I see. You have You've gone through a shattering experience, because the Queen of Cups here is represented by the glass cat. And even though the glass cat looks very pristine, looks very beautiful, I feel like you're being very transparent with who you are. You're being very transparent entering into any new situations, and you are allowing your heart to stay open, but you're also staying authentic. And that is what is going to allow you to move forward and embrace the goodness that is coming. I want to know what this Ace of Cups is. This could be a new love connection for some of you. This could be, an ending to an old karmic cycle, so you can truly be introduced to, a soulmate that is here to stay, because I see that Hierophant. There's some sort of commitment that you are moving towards that you could certainly be in for the rest of your life. And for others of you, this is a new idea. It is, a new fulfillment that comes in and strikes curiosity, positivity, and hope when it comes to your creative endeavors, when it comes to your career. And this is something that fulfills you, right? It fills your cup to the brim. And I feel like you can't help but embrace happiness and joy. It spills out of you, where everyone wants to get a little taste. Everyone wants a part of what you are, drinking here with the Ace of Cups, because this is a good vial. This is the cup of love that you're drinking from. And I feel like someone else wants a taste of that. Spirit, what's the Ace of Cups for Taurus? What is the Ace of Cups here for Taurus? Oh, okay, way too many, but we're going to look at them here because there's meaning. The Ace of Cups showing up has to do with your confidence, having confidence and protecting. I keep getting protection for you. Protecting what you've built, or protecting a part of yourself. Even though the heart is transparent, you still are not going to hand your heart off loosely. You're not going to say, here's my heart, but I don't know you. Or here, I'm going to be at 100% vulnerable. I feel like you are slowly but surely opening up to this cup of love, but you realize that this is something you can trust. And day by day, you start to get more confident with this Queen of Wands. You start to embrace that there really is sunshine. There really is happiness. Look at her. She is in a sunflower field, and the sun is coming up behind her. So I feel like you're letting go of old ways of doing things, even old possessions. You may be cleaning out the junk drawer. You may be going through your closet. Some of you are getting rid of items that may have belonged to someone that you no longer are, a part of their life. You may come across, a box of items or things that you have stored. You may be burning them. You may be, sending them to Goodwill, or you may be, giving them away. I feel like you no longer are held down by the possessions, or held down by the material things. Okay, I feel like there's a sense of freedom. Now you have the Knight of Swords with the Tower. So your world has really taken a bit of a turn. Like I said, the month of March, there is some big changes coming in. And it feels like the Knight of Swords is delivering some sort of news. But I actually feel like you are the benefactor. You are on the receiving end, hence this yin energy. Now you may not realize it. You may feel like you have to protect yourself in some way, or you may feel like you're going to be on the losing end. But I actually feel with this Ace of Cups and this Queen of Cups, you are the benefactor, meaning you get the job, or you get the spouse, or, it feels like you're finally reaping the rewards of all of the good karma that you've been putting out there into the world. So I like this. It feels like there could be some roller coaster emotions that show up for you in quarter one, but I feel like March rolls around and you're going to realize that this is the path that you are meant to be on, Taurus. Let's get a message here of advice from your guides, ancestors, loved ones. We have the bonsai tree. Now the bonsai is one of my favorites. It twists and turns. It is the energy of peace, harmony, balance, and patience. It says we all grow at our own pace. Trust the process. Yeah, we all grow at our own pace. And because you're starting off here with the never-ending story, it feels like you may have reverted a few times back into default mode, but it's through life's twists and turns that we really grow and we learn patience. Remember what I said with that temperance energy showing up earlier? Patience, balance, harmony, and peace. That is the strength of temperance. That's what you're taking with you. And you're trusting that we all grow at our own pace, including healing. We all heal at our own pace. There is no timeline when it comes to healing. And you are being asked to trust the process at this time. That is what I have for you, Taurus. If you like the message, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. And thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.